All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to round one of the FFT Arena Limit Break Tournament for May 2026. So to kick round one off, we've got Baron versus Break. How far can we go versus School of Tu Ho Fuhai. So for Baron, we've got Steiner the Ninja with Snipe, Counterattack, X-Equip, and Move HP up. We've got Lesnar the Paladin with Geomancy, PA Save, Luck Up, and Move +1. Sable the Priest with Talk Skill, MA Save, Dual Wield, and Float. I'm really liking the Gold Staff, Thunder Staff combo. I'm very excited to see that in action. And Shakira the Time Mage with Summon Magic, MP Restore, Short Charge, and Awareness. Yeah, that is a very mobile ninja. Everybody but the ninja running 8 speed, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, for break, we have Winds of D King the Marksman with Item, Auto Potion, Luck Up, and Awareness. Zenshin the Samurai with Ninjutsu, MP Switch, Defense Up, and Maintenance. So, you know, that we don't see maintenance run too often in Arena lately, so I'll be interested to see how that plays out. We got Keiretsu the Monk with Steel, Counter, Tackle, X-Equip, and Abandon. And finally, Tenpa Kyoren, the Oracle, with White Magic, Counter Magic, Magic Defense Up, and Leap. Okay, so we're going to do small, large, medium. And we've got Bayou Residence Bedroom to start us off. All right, so to start off, Steiner the Ninja is going right forward. Manages to get a don't move on the Monk, but that is a pretty solid counter tackle right there for 153. Berserk on the Time Mage. That is interesting. All right, Ninja goes down. Kagasugi for 198, and that's a don't move on the Priest who gets an MA save. Paladin is gonna charge up a Lay on Hands. And that Oracle is thinking. The Necronomicon hit was guarded. And you know what? That Berserk is dealing a decent amount of damage. The Ninja gets picked back up. And that is a Cure 2 that ends up being a self-damager because of Undead. Unfortunately. And another counter tackle. So that Ninja is now in critical and the Monk is poisoned. The Marksman drops the Ninja, and we have Stigma Magic now to clear the Don't Move and the Poison off the Monk, although he decides to stand still. Two now drops the Time Mage. The Oracle gets dropped by the Paladin there. And a raise going forward on the Time Mage does land. Spin Fist drops the Time Mage there. Also, I think I was wrong about the priest being undead. I'm gonna check that. I think what? Sorry. Yeah, no, I was wrong. Never mind. I saw the white coloring, and for some reason, I guess I thought that meant it was damage. My bad. Yeah, down now, picking up the monk, but not with very much health. But it does pay off because he manages to get a turn and a chakra. So it's a 3v3 right now. That Spear Samurai is gonna hit the Time Mage with a Kagasugi, and it's enough to take her down. Paladin is gonna go for another Lay on Hands, and the Priest is gonna go to pick up the Ninja. So this team is doing a pretty good job holding itself together. Yeah, and it's a 4v3 now. Wow. The monk Sans proc did survive that by 1 each. No dice. And the marksman picks him back up, so that turn order actually has been working pretty darn well for the marksman and the monk. Okay, nice little whack on the marksman, although auto potion does take the edge off it a little bit. And that priest drops the monk. Shakira, the time mage, is gonna go for a stop. Let's see. That's a double stop. Ouch. Yeah, and and a frog just to really make it hurt. Yeah, and Time Mage is gonna collect the crystal, cause why not? Because you know you got to be real careful around a stopped frog, I suppose. And don't move on the frog. This frog is just having a really bad day. And a double miss on the head aim. Okay. More haste coming out here. The stop does wear off on the frog. But he does this time go down. So that'll be game 1 going to Baron. On to the next. Okay, we're going to Z-Class Desert, map 76. And let's go nighttime and storm, because I think it's funny to have rain. Yeah, so this time the ninja won't be rushing, so we'll see how much of a difference that will make. If we will be rushing, we just won't be able to rush and get a hit. So we're staying still. That's a tailwind for the samurai and the oracle. Okay, and double protect for Baron's side. Now it's a wall for the time mage. Probably she won't need it for a while. Might have been more intelligent by AI to prioritize the ninja paladin. That is a haste too. And indeed, it grants 3 hastes. So that's pretty good. And a triple protect on the other side. Marksman moving forward, he's going to go for cover fire, which doesn't do a whole lot to that ninja there. Okay, that was hilarious. Holy, the ninja is doing acrobatics to get behind the monk. Doesn't quite kill, and he gets a counter tackle for his effort. So that ninja has a bit of a edge against the incoming person. Good for Paladin. sorry, yeah, the 100 and then 70. That's really bad. I think we've got a few teams that have played undead in this tournament, so it'll be interesting to see how that interaction plays out. Okay, the Oracle is going to charge up a raise on the monk. Another quicksand. No status affected this time. Okay, time damage. We'll go for, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's sorry, tidal wave. Oh, okay. Which cancels the buffs on the samurai. It's pretty big actually. Baron has a decent amount of buff clearing in this team, and because, well, you know, every team kind of has to run the buffs, that's can prove to be very effective. Okay, local quake. Oh my god, no petrify into the counter magic petrify. That is, we're really we're finding reactions to make a big to have a big factor in this matchup, for better and for worse for the users. Alright, MP switch, what's that damage, but it's the cast from there off. Now we've got a chakra, breaks. Oracle is going to try to petrify here. Meanwhile, Time Edge is going to take a little bit of the MP switch. A little bit MP out of the samurai, that is. That was a double guard, by the way. Revealed spells and counter attack. Spectral spell looks like it's getting guarded. Petrify does not land on Priest, fortunately for Baron. Okay, it does go down this time. Alright, so looks like Black Team is doing a lot better right now. Faith on the time match. Not really sure that's necessarily the best idea. Because basically, the license that makes the Ruby Light more effective. Because I think Ruby Light scales with Faith. I could be wrong about that. Okay, we got an MP restore there, but she is very low. Oh, actually, you know what? That just made me realize something. Because he's got, yeah, right, Ethereal Spear. The Ethereal Spear MP switch combo is really interesting. Yeah, so I saw that. Oh, hey, she's got an I'm a new commentator. So Daya is going to be hurt, Daya. And that one goes to Break. So we're going to see a tiebreaker. Good job, Break. And this time we're going to a medium map. So we will scroll down the list and see what we get. That'll be Underground Book Storage. 4-4. So that was a pretty cool match. This map makes for some pretty interesting games, so pretty hype one for a tiebreaker, I think. Okay, so we got a teammate to start for that ninja to give himself transparent, so that'll help him get his licks in, which in this matchup seems to be pretty big, because if you can get a lot of guys down, that's huge. Especially because, you know, if he starts suffering all of Break's statuses, then then things get very difficult. Okay, so we got a shell there. Okay, we got an undead being charged up. And what's the time mage gonna do? Is that a sinkhole? Yep, it is. And, it's soon enough to keep the undead threat nice and far away. It's a decent wave fist there, nearly bringing the ninja down. But he's gonna move away and heal himself up a little bit. I don't know why the text colors are, or sorry, the number colors are not like for healing they should be green, shouldn't they? Or sorry, blue. I don't know. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Okay. So Paladin is gonna move in and yeah, does manage to take down the Oracle. That Oracle just not allowed to do anything. The Priest not able to hit either of those, and the counterattack will take some buffs away. Time Mage is gonna go for another tidal wave. It's a nice change of pace. Yeah, so some debuffs, or sorry, some buffs being cleared, and the priest being knocked down by the monk there. Ethereal Spear, once again, a thorn in the Time Mage's side. That Phoenix down does not do anything. Thanks, AI. Okay, but the samurai might just keep on hounding the time mage and forcing her to waste her turns. Nope. Now he's gonna Kagasugi the priest goes down. Takes down now on the Oracle, does manage to do its job. That looks to be quite a big heal. No dice on the Ragnarok swing, and the counterattack will really proving its worth, clearing more buffs. Yeah, simple, and down she goes. Just brutal. And revive for the Oracle immediately, though. That samurai is now gonna go for a Katsugi on the paladin, who gets don't moved, although and into critical, although he gets a PA save out of it. The cover fire should take him down, though. Yeah, indeed it does. Wave fist for the MP restore. It's looking pretty bad for Baron. See if Shakira can pull off some kind of magical stuff. Or she's going to sinkhole, which is certainly not the worst thing she could do, but there is a crystal in the back there, so looks like Break is taking this one. And a strength tonic, because why not? That marksman sure has hops. And the wave fist puts the time mage into critical. She gets a MP restore, but it's a little too late. And Dia is gonna make her Dia. All right, well, set one is gonna go to Break. So congrats, Break. You just got yourself a point. Hey guys, all right, now we're going to be moving into the second set of round one between White Knight Weegraph on top and Patty on the bottom. Limit Break versus 1001 Knights. So for White Knight, we have Gospel the Oracle with Black Magic, HP Restore, Magic Defense Up, Teleport, and Teleport. Braver the Squire with Spellblade, Counterattack, Attack Up, and Abandon. Tranquil the Paladin with Time Magic, Dragon Spirit, Unyielding, and move HP up. And Chaos the Priest with Summon Magic, Counter Magic, Magic Attack Up, and move MP up. For 1001 Knights, Patty's got Shariar, the Mystic Knight, with Chivalry, Brave Up, Unyielding, and move MP up. Sinbad the Ninja with Draw Out, Counterattack, Luck Up, and move HP up. Scheherazade, the Summoner. Curse you, Patty. Why did you make me read that? With time, the Summoner with Time Magic, Auto Potion, Short Charge, and Teleport. And Dunyazad the Priest with Black Magic, Damage Split, Magic Attack Up, and Range +1. So, without further ado, we're going to Noveska Temple, map 70. So this one should be interesting. To start, we've got a Tailwind, Sinbad the Ninja onto the Priest there. And he's going to move himself up. Paladin, I did not catch the Paladin. He's going for haste. 2, 3. That is a full team haste. That's very nice. From a Paladin of all classes. And we've got a wall on the Priest. From the Priest. We got a frog getting charged up by the Scholar there. Or Oracle, pardon me. Priest is... What is that? It's got to be like a Protector or Shell, maybe? Hits not the Priest, but the Mystic Knight Summoner. Yeah, Shell does indeed get the Squire, the Paladin, the Priest. And that frog does land, so that's a little rough. Alright, float on that Summoner now. And we got a Cold Strike on the Oracle. Not a ton of damage. And the Priest being a frog. And was that the exact same amount of damage as the Cold Strike? It might have been. Tell you what, that was not, though. Does manage to drop the Mystic Knight. Ooh, and that's a Don't Act. And Don't Act in Arena is brutal. Let's see if they can get rid of that. Because if they don't, those statuses are just killer. HP Restore definitely coming in clutch for the Oracle. And a humble amount of damage. Oh, that was a 50%, I think, right? Didn't catch what spell that was. Kind of looking back and forth right now at stuff. And we've got another frog being charged up here. And the Squire's going for something. Okay, we got a Water Strike, which drops the Summoner. A week on the paladin and a frog. Okay, that's big. This is the froggiest match I've seen in quite a while. Yeah, so there are frogs on each side right now. That is a very nasty looking cast. It seems that there's not a lot. Oh, okay. Oracle has an 82% chance on that frog clear there. Oh my god. That is a heck of a lot of damage on the priest, as Patty's team is now down to just the ninja. Can he frog her? No. That is tragic. Although, because the paladin, yeah. Anyways, White Knight's taking that one. But it is not yet over. Last game was indeed, or set, pardon me, was indeed a reverse. So, a large. We're going to a public cemetery. We'll see how a more flat map manages to treat these teams. Okay, we got a for the haste and the float. And a brave up being triggered. And the ninja flying around. Or flying over, I suppose. This time, no quadruple haste for White Knight, but instead one for the square and one for the orb. And a teleport. You know, teleport might not be meta, but it's just so fun. I love teleport. Oh, it's a double teleport matchup. I somehow didn't notice that. I'm sick, so. Ooh, double miss. That is pretty bad. Okay, a wall on the ninja. And that looks to be a pretty good shot. And haste for the priest and center, which means that the entire team is hasted, although the melee units won't be able to. And I don't think that Mystic Knight is in range to really do. Yeah, okay, never mind. I apparently saw that as don't move and not don't act. Yeah, of course, don't act is utterly brutal if you cannot clear it, and does Patty's team have a clear don't act? Okay, not a heck of a lot of damage going on. Okay, the priest. Oh, that must be in Asuna. Okay. Yeah, so that Oracle really just bullying those two. Okay. Gonna deal a decent little bit of damage, but it definitely gets the edge taken off it by the auto. Yeah, and that's both donations cleared, so now those guys can actually do something. The ninja has Miton, and ends up taking more damage than he deals due to the counter magic. Comet. The caster paladin is very Oh, that is a brutal triple hit and a double kill to boot. Mystic Knight's gonna go to pick her up. What's the Oracle gonna do? He's gonna do something. that's a big raise coming out in a second. Okay, so Adel. Yep. Adel being the new name for silence. Ouch. And down goes the Mystic Knight. So, it's looking like this one's going to go to White Knight as well. Well, the Summoner's back up. Ooh, that is a nasty Holy to take down the Priest. And the Summoner is going to... Yeah, alright, she's just going to go and see if she can kill the Oracle. Meanwhile, the Oracle is going to see if he can dead her. But it's not going to matter. Well, congrats, White Knight. You took that one 2-0. And as such, you have a point. Alright, and now we're on to set 3 of round 1. Between Dr. Carvalho on top with Crazy Monsters, and Zodus on the bottom with a wind named Amnesia. So for Carvalho, we've got Billy Joe the Mystic Knight with Snipe, Dragon Spirit, Speed Up, and Abandon. Annoy Forever with Draw Out, Auto Potion, Unyielding, Move HP up. Sonatory the Ninja with Chivalry, HP Restore, Attack Up, and Move MP up. And I'm seeing a Cursed Ring there. And yes, I'm blowing me out here. So we've got two undeads. Eliana Oliveira, I don't know. With White Magic, or the Scholar with White Magic, Damage Split, Short Charge, and Range +1. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the undead setup works. Meanwhile, for Zodus, we have Wataru the Monk with Steel, Critical Quick, X-Equip, and Move HP up. We've got Sue the Thief with Lore, Speed Save, Luck Up, and Abandon. Sophia the Summoner with White Magic, Auto Potion, Short Charge, and Move +1. And the signature Zodus gun caster. We love to see it. And then Lisa the Priest with Time Magic, HP Restore, Magic Defense up, and Range +1. With a flail, which you don't see too often, I feel like. Especially on casters. And... oh. We're going to Lasalia Castle Gate outside, map number 98. So I think Zodus' team, sure we'll do. I think Zodus' team has some undead affliction, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'm interested to see how that factors into this matchup, given that, half of Dr. Carvalho's team is undead from the first turn. And Spectral Spite for not a heck of a lot of damage there. The Thief is charging it, as is the Mystic Knight. Ninja's going to throw a couple of shurikens at the monk, and he hits both of them. Miasma gets guarded by the monk. We've got Plague Bio, does not manage to get an undead proc there. I do not know what is getting charged there, but it looks like a buff of some sort. And we've got a potential triple haste. Oh, that Scholar is thinking. Dr. Carvalho's team with that drawn first blood, but also Carvalho's team is loaded. Like I think each unit has almost every ability like in their entire moveset unlocked. So, you know, we might see a lot of pausing to think from his units. So there's the charm on that thief, which is obviously brutal. My question is, would it have been cleared had the ninja hit? I can't remember what it was he used. Okay, raise 2 on the monk. Thank you, Zodus, by the way, for giving the summoner a gun, because I always love when you can skip those, 10-second summon animations, because they get a little tiring, especially in a matchup where there's multiple summoners. And the thief is gonna put her own homie to sleep. That's unfortunate. Let's see what this thief does. He's gonna put that summoner into a bit more permanent sleep. But not very permanent indeed, because it seems that the priest is just gonna pick her right back up. Some more casting going on. Double shuriken on the priest, but I don't think that's going to be enough to stop her from don't move on the monk. And the summoner is back up. Now that thief is still charmed, so what's she going to do? She's going to put the monk to sleep now. Let's see. Now knockout. Oh. Okay. Well, no sleep, and the auto potion is kind of nice too. Toxic bio, some poison, and critical quick, and a speed save, and a whole bunch of stuff. Was that a reflect off the ninja there? That's pretty cool. I've said it before, the AI is just genius when it comes to using reflect. And that looks to be a very, very brutal cast from the Mystic. Shuriken does manage to take down the priest this time. And Thunderstrike is gonna secure the game 1 win for Dr. Carvalho. We'll see if he can keep it up on the large and medium maps. And we're going to the outside of the Morond Temple, or Morond if you go by the translation, the updated translation from the newer games. And we'll do daytime with some rain. So yeah, it seems that the undeads kind of get in the way of Zodus's game plan a little bit, but things could go differently on this map for sure. In particular, sometimes one of the downsides of Tailwind is that characters will get float and then move really far ahead and then be cut off from support. So we'll see what happens. We got a protect coming up here. Okay, a regen. Hits all 3. And protect for all 3 there. And a couple of regions for Dr. Corvallo. And 3 hastes. So, both teams just agreeing to buff themselves up. And that thief moving forward to do a knockout on the monk. Doesn't manage to put him to sleep this time, though. We'll see if that is a continuing trend. And Dr. Carvalho's team moving forward slowly. Got a couple of shurikens there for a humble amount of damage. And an undead on the thief, and that's going to make auto potion really counterintuitive. Secret fist misses. Got to stop getting charged up. I imagine that the monk must be immune to stop. But I wonder if the summoner is immune to it. Knockout does not get a sleep proc that time either. Shell, is he going to catch himself with that shell? Nope. Oh, yeah, and the stop manages to miss the thief while hitting the summoner, so not very productive there. Knockout on that thief, though, so getting a little taste of his own medicine. Cover fire for a decent amount of damage compared to the other cover fire unit we saw earlier in this round. Doton for a bit of damage. Carvalho's team is like, a lot of these attacks aren't doing that much damage on their own, but like they're pretty smart about just ganging up on one unit, whittling them down. Got Rays being used to take on the thief, who's going to be out of commission in the corner for a while. Although, of course, thieves being the fastest unit doesn't hurt quite as bad. Not a heck of a lot of damage from the thief onto the ninja there. Secret fist does put a death sentence on the Mystic Knight, so that's pretty big. Omniblast does a pretty solid chunk to the monk there. And the Mystic Knight is going to go for a Thunder Strike on the thief, but for very little damage. And the monk goes down, courtesy of Ninja. And the Ninja gets charmed. That is likely to be a pretty big deal. Priest is going to try and pick up her monk friend, and indeed she does. We got quickening from the monk, and he's going to take a step back and get quite a bit of HP back as well. So we got futon, which I think is kind of funny. I don't know what it means in like Japanese or whatever, but that's funny. Toxic bio. No poisons or anything. The thief is going for the knockout there and does manage to put the scholar to sleep. Oxeye drops the monk. Raise now for the monk. He's back up with 172. So that death sentence is due to trigger on the Mystic Knight there. And with the thief in the corner, undead, I'm not sure if he'll be able to pick up the Mystic Knight, and that charm misses. And 2 shells there, yep. And as I said, Mystic Knight's down, and he's kind of divorced from his homies there. Now, when the thief gets back up, what he's going to want to do is probably put the summoner to sleep, maybe. and hope he can outspeed the priest. But we'll see. Oh wow, and he with nearly full health he gets up, and then with the move HP, it's all the way back up. So indeed, he does go for the auto potion, but sorry, he does go for the knockout, but auto potion takes out almost all the damage, and that cure to the auto potion undead combo is just so brutal. I'm telling you. Quickening now by that monk again. And the helmet of that scholar is now gone. Steelheart on the priest, that is tremendous. Right as she gets the turn, too. So, is she going to pick up the Mystic Knight? Yup. That. Wow. Oh, and it misses. Okay, paltry damage there. As the Oracle finally wakes up from her nap. Or, sorry, the Scholar. I keep mixing them up. No dice on the Steelheart there. And she's right back to sleep. But the monk, I think, is going to wake her up. Oh, nope. With the, not only, well, the Secret Fist missed, but it does not trigger her to wake from her slumber. Okay. Is that gonna be enough? No, it's not. But that thief is critical, and the scholar goes down. From that thief, might buy him some time, but I'm not thinking so. Yeah, it looks like Zodus is going to be forcing a tiebreaker. Although that ninja is back up and heals himself up with the Maiton. I think... Was that Dark Element? Is that why that... Giving yourself sadness is maybe not worth it, but does give him a heal at least. Steelheart misses this time, sadly. Which means that the Mystic Knight is guaranteed to die now, unfortunately. Auto Potion. He's still undead, isn't he? Yeah, well, and now he's dead. Knockout misses. Okay. And there's a slow on the ninja. And the priest is gonna say, I don't need that crystal. And the monk is gonna go for a guilt toss, and I believe that is max damage. Pretty sure. Hey, give it to the ninja. He's not going out without a fight, but doesn't manage to take the thief down there. Attack. I don't know, that, you know. In a 4v1, I guess. Okay. Thief takes a step back. Alright, monk, you got it in you. Yeah, guilt toss. Was that? I don't think that was minimum damage, but it was enough. And good job, Zodus. We're going to a tiebreaker on a medium map. And it's going to be Orbon Monastery outside. The the iconic map. Okay, we'll do daytime with more light rain because I just like rain. I would put it on storm, but it was like so loud. I'm gonna have to mess with it so that it's not like blasting your ears out, because it was blasting my ears out, I'll tell you that. Okay, so we got a couple of hastes and floats for Dr. Carvalho. The thief is moving on ahead, and she's going to cast a spell that I probably should remember by now, but I don't. And a soul protect there from the ninja, and a very early undead on the thief, much as we saw in the last one, which probably is not what Dr. Carvalho was hoping to see. Wow, and that scholar was thinking, and decides to go for a regen on the ninja. And a quadruple protect for Zodis. Very nice. A quadruple regen for Dr. Carvalho. Not quite a quadruple haste there, but they're really going band for band in this matchup. A slow for a re-raise. I don't know if that's terribly worthwhile, but okay. No dice on the steel heart on the priest there. 100 damage, but no sleep. Alright, Thunderstrike is gonna chip damage the monk and the priest. No procs off the attacks there for the ninja, but a bit of damage. Secret Fist. And basically just saying sorry, bye to the re-raise there. So, take that, Dragon Spirit spam. Wow, that thief is thinking too. Hopefully he's thinking something smart. Oh, wow. So we were seeing a ton of sleep going on in game one, but not a heck of a lot of it happening now. Everybody's got a lot more energy this time, I suppose. A Moogle for a bit. So I guess the summoner, I guess the gunshots cancel some animations, but not all of them. Not tripping. Ooh, stop on the ninja. Well, these last two games have been looking a lot different than the first one, I'll tell you that. And the accessory stolen off the ninja there. So that's no good. Zodis did say to me that this team is pretty good at whittling down enemies, so we'll see if more theft is involved. It is kind of funny, like, you know, the image of being in the middle of a fight and, like, ripping somebody's necklace off. Wow, okay. Sorry, was that? Yeah, and, oh, actually, no, so that's a hitting from... How many undeads are there right now? Sorry, there's a lot happening. Okay, so you're fine. Undeaded. Yeah. Not a bad day. Also undead. So only one non-undead on Dr. Carvalho's team. And that scholar looks to be doing some nasty stuff. Okay, and down goes that thief. And the monk is gonna gill toss the ninja, but doesn't manage to kill him. The thief is gonna go for Spectre Smite. You know, nice little 80 damage, sure. And the priest looks like I think he's gonna go for some hostile heals on those undeads. What's the monk gonna do? A gill toss for a decent chunk this time, and the auto potion really rubbing salt in the wound there. Magic ruin misses. Probably not the smartest thing to use on a monk anyway. Of course, Zodus' monk walking into that heal while Carvalho's escapes. And it's enough to drop a thief as well, and since he's undead, he's going to be taking him down for a while. And once again, the scholar takes down the thief. This is the Mystic Knight's last turn before he goes down. I believe last time he used the Hawk's Eye on the monk, he managed to kill him, but he's not going to kill this time. Okay. Right now it's a 3v3, although it's going to become a 4v3. And the thing is that Carvalho's team is weaker than the starter right now, thanks to those breaks. Although, I suppose Zodus's is too, because of the heading earlier. Steel accessory, but yeah, it's about to be a 1v4. I think we're gonna see a comeback from Zodus here. Probably. The thief, manages to get to sleep and save herself from getting knocked down for the 10th time by the scholar. It's not about, who gets the first kill, it's about who gets the last kill, right? And a haste on the monk by the monk. 4, 2. Oh, doesn't quite manage to kill. Oh, but that will. All right, well, congratulations, Zodus. You managed to pull it back. That was a bit of a surprising outcome after the first one. So, congrats, Zodus. You got a point.
Alrighty. Apologies if the audio ends up being a little bit different. I had to relocate. Here is going to be the final set of the round between Coruscant, whose team is called Underworld, and Rex's team, 4 Idiots Enter a Hive City. So, for Coruscant, we've got Shadows the Ninja with Punch Art, Counterattack, Attack Up, and Teleport. And with the 80/80 Brave Faith, that's 100% Counterattack. Terror, the Summoner with Time Magic, Counter Magic, Short Charge, Move MP up, and Move MP up. I've been doing that quite a bit. Shade, the Samurai with Lore, PA Save, Speed Up, and Move HP up. Dark, the Marksman with Chivalry, Speed Save, Overwhelm, and Awareness. Oh, yeah, and that's the last team of Coruscant's team. Okay, and then for Rex's team, we have Professional Marksman with Item, PA Save, Speed Up, and Move HP up. Fanatic the Paladin with Jump, HP Restore, Overwhelm, and Leap. It's a lot of PA. And then Seer, also with 17-15, well. Seer the Mystic Knight with Ninjutsu, MP Switch, Magic Attack Up, and Move MP up. And Bodyguard, the Squire with Punch Art, Chrono Trigger, Attack Up, and Warpath. So this dude's gonna hit like a truck. Alright, so off to our small map. We're gonna be going to Orbon inside. Doesn't matter what weather you do. Okay, and that marksman's starting with re-raise. And with the proc there, that's a decent amount of damage. Uh, and that's a decent amount of damage cutting through the MP switch. Okay, PAC. I'm seeing a lot of procs so far. See if that continues to be this. Shadow Cry for the absorb and then damage in 2 units. Oh, that axe hit really took a bite. Okay. Revive saves the re-raise there. Iteration, which is Odin, I think, which drops down the paladin there. And yeah, good chunk of damage again from that marksman. A little bit of damage on the side there. Nothing too crazy. Down goes that Mystic Knight. Oh, and a crit from the Necronomicon there. Swing Fist, gonna take down the marksman. Meanwhile, the other marksman is right back up. Okay, Corsair's down to 1 unit here. What's the ninja gonna do? Oh, Crouton gets the kill there, but there is a chrono trigger to give the squire haste. And he's gonna have a pretty meaty revive for the Mystic Knight there. Suzumiku drops him right back down there, and he teleports away a little bit. But the Mystic Knight gets revived right back, although, you know, that Squire isn't gonna have MP forever. Mystic Knight moves himself forward, but can't really do anything. I think, yeah, and he's down again. And, oh, and now the Samurai's back up, so Rex is on his last legs here. He's going to pick up the Mystic Knight, but now he's dealing with even more trouble. Although, well, the Samurai's going to go down, so that's good. They could really stand to pick up those crystals, and indeed, the Squire decides to do that. Oh, he gets a double turn. Wow. Nope. The power of haste, I suppose. But yeah, that one went down to the to the final hit from a critical unit, and well, congrats, Corsair. You took game 1. Let's see if you can close it out on the large map. Okay, we're going to the cemetery. And we'll go late rain again because I'm freaking boring. All right, let's see. Base of the archer just moving up. Meanwhile, Corsair's archery gets a little bit of buffing going on. That ninja moving forward uh, pretty quick to heal a nice 140 to the archer with the two shurikens, although uh, with that PA save, I don't think Rex is going to sweat that too much. Okay, that looks to be a pretty nasty jump. That's a very long range jump too. That's a nice thing with this format. And there's not a lot of jump actually. I think there might only be one jump in this tournament, but when you can like max out your jump, like holy lord, 357 damage. That's crazy. 208. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. This is off to a rather different start compared to the last one. Okay, decent amount of damage for a PA save on the samurai. And that's a nice little two tap, which brings this to a pretty nasty 4v1. Although Archer might be able to pick up the summoner. Gets leg aimed. Okay. The squire drops the summoner right back down. Wow. Well, that was very different from the first game, but we're going to a tiebreaker on the medium map. So good job, Rex. All right, and we're going to Town Church outside. This is kind of a weird map, so I'm interested to see how it pays off. Plays out rather. I wonder, does that paladin? I think that paladin has vertical ignore, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, Iron Will putting protect on all but the ninja for Coruscar's side. Oh, speaking of vertical ignore, that ninja teleports way up there. Kind of the aura move. Yeah, and tailwind for the archer and the samurai, so they're not going to have issues with heights. Although, if the summoner's not able to get up there, that could spell trouble, splitting up the units from each other. But we shall see. Okay, so the Demi is gonna do 123 and trigger a PA save. That jump is going to nuke the ninja. And wow. That is nasty. Need to double check what the formula is on that proc, because good heavens. She does get picked back up, but with a lot less HP than she had before. Okay, a little bit of damage there for the PA save on the archer. And another pretty nasty looking jump coming out. So critical and slow, but that is now the second PA save in a row, although there's no PA save on that one. And another PA save, this time for the samurai on the jump, who is taken into critical. The archer is back up and gets himself a nice little two-hitter on the cover fire. Futon does a decent bit of damage and gets counter magicked, although not really for any significant amount. The marksman is gonna Yeah, go and take down Rex's. So, oh wow, it's too bad the summoner didn't have enough HP to take advantage of the opportunity to AOE 3 or 4 enemies at the same time. But that archer does go down again. So, if Rex's team uh, ends up being locked again in this, then maybe that summoner can let out a real nasty AoE. Leg aim, but that's not really a big problem for Coruscant, to be honest, because that archer's kind of where he wants him to be. Uh, okay, and we got Descending Darkness. Oh, down you go. And up comes the ninja, and he picks up the archer as well, or marksman, whatever. And the Sweeton brings the summoner into critical, and the squire finishes her off. Down goes the ninja, and that marksman is gonna go after. Oh, wow! Just no damage there at all. Um, that jump looks to be rough. Samurai's back up. Uh, Magic Twister. Let's see how this goes. Not a ton of damage there. They are both pretty low though. Yeah, but that's not gonna matter. Rex takes it. 2-1. Congrats, Rex. You have a point. And with that, that's round 1. Cheers.